Okay, so I feel like one project in my life always begets another. So I'm traveling internationally in a couple months, and I had this idea that I should do 60 days worth of vlogs as a practice for me to get better at filming, at editing, at all the things that it's going to take to make a really epic travel video when I'm there. So in order to do that, I had to just start shooting a lot of video. And so on a recent trip, I took nothing but a camera that shoots video, and that's all that I did. I just shot video all day long. None of it was really great cinematography, but it allowed me to practice putting together some videos, stitching some ideas, and looking at this medium a little bit differently. And then I came home and I found a giant problem. I was out of storage. Friends had told me for years that was going to be a problem for me because I live mostly on local storage. Terabyte drive in my desktop computer felt like enough for photography because I put almost everything in the cloud. But with video, even when you're just working temporarily with files and then you're happy to get rid of them or offload them, it sure adds up fast. And I found myself literally hitting the storage limits of a computer that I just bought this year, something I can't replace. So I opened my Amazon cart and I purchased a project that's been waiting for me for about 3 years so I could start to solve this problem, and that was a network storage rack. This is a closet in a guest bedroom, and I wanted to put a storage rack in there, or a server rack in there, for a couple reasons. Primarily, it was to house a network-assisted storage. Now, I've had one before, but this one was a little bit different. I bought an NVMe-based network storage from QNAP because I really wanted something smaller, lighter, and that dissipates heat better. And that needed a new home for me to put it in there. And before, the closet just looked like a bit of a mess. And if I open up the other structured wiring locations in my house, they're kind of a rat's nest of cables too. So having one destination where I could not just put the NAS, but I could also put all of the home hubs that power my home automation was a really big deal project that I've been waiting to do for a long time. I just didn't have a real financial calling to do that because nothing was a catalyst until this video project. So it was about a 4-hour project in full to do. Assembling the rack was not really hard, super easy, an Allen wrench, a screwdriver, and a little bit of work. A little help from my wife, and we were able to get this wall mounted. I did have to straighten it later on. Nothing she did wrong. I totally did something wrong. And then from there, it was just cable managing. That was actually the crux of the project. And I'm not fully done there. I have a patch panel on order that's going to allow me to make this a little prettier. And a few lessons that I learned in here. I did an enclosed server rack, and I was really happy with that choice because I don't want all of that gear exposed to the world when people are in that closet putting away their stuff when they're traveling. But there's some downsides there. That front door actually blocks the plugs on the power supply. And when I bought this power supply, it has plugs in the front and back, and I thought that would be a great choice. Turns out it wasn't really that awesome. So in retrospect, I probably would have bought a different power supply that would have fit more in the back and used a different half unit in the server rack. Other than that, a few cabling mistakes and a few, structure wire things that I need to do behind the wall. But otherwise, I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. It's going to allow me to get this horrible nest of cables out of my bedroom structure wiring cabinet and into one destination where when I need to reset a home server, when I need to update my Hue bulbs, that I can go to one place and have all of it. I can have it cooled, it can keep the stuff safe, and I can now have a spot to take all of these video files that I'm recording and store them off my actual computer onto a network drive and get back all that storage locally. Right now, there's 4 terabytes in there. It can go more. If I need more, I'm going to add more, but that seems like a really good starting point for me. Since I'm not using it as redundancy for client work, I'm just storing files in there while I'm still in the process of utilizing them on a post edit. So pretty excited about this one. Hope you like the project.